and welcome to another game with cards from the new expansion, Plunder. We saw Cage already here, Pseudo Chapel. How does it fit into this kingdom? Well, you could play a lot of Bridge Trolls, which is very good for pseudo trashing with Cage. You don't need to buy green cards until the very end. The cards that get trapped in the cage will likely stay in the cage until the provinces run out. Bridge games usually end with a mega turn buying lots of duchies or provinces or something like that. Now we can play multiple bridges here. We have the Snowy Village for actions, only 4, but because Bridge Troll is a terminal, that really is 8. You play 4 now, you play 4 next turn, and then you empty the provinces very easily. Cage will help us get thin so that we can do that easily, and there is my most favorite draw card in the game, Scry and Pool, front and center. Seems straightforward what to do here. There's even Quarry to help you buy Bridge Trolls very easily. Completely unconcerned with the Young Witch. Snowy Village is the Bane, I'll want that, and my deck is going to be very thin, so I'll probably have the Bane card in hand most of the time. We both open with a top-decked Cage thanks to the Trapper's Lodge. That just makes sense to me. It's like opening Chapel turn 2, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you do that? We here get to put 2 estates into the cage before we shuffle. Very good for me. It allows me, or it guarantees that I hit minimum 4 here, and I wanted 4 for an armory. I think the armory is very useful. It'll gain me my potion to buy scrying pools. It'll gain me quarries. Once I get bridge trolls, it can gain me other bridge trolls because of the cost reduction. AGL goes for a Sycophant. I have to believe that is for the favors. The Sycophant as a card doesn't seem very good here. 4, as we discussed, is the armory for me. I think this means the cage for AJL was not as good for them as it was for me if they only had 2 on that hand. If they had set aside 2 estates, 4 was guaranteed. So they probably set aside at most 1 estate on their cage. Not the best for them, but the Sycophant does have some value actually, allows them to get to 4. They opt for a quarry as their first 4 instead of armory. Okay, fine. I get my armory here and a 4. Top deck the Snowy Village and I buy the quarry. I could have done it the other way around. I wanted to draw a little bit with the Snowy Village. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe you just top deck the quarry and hope it collides with the Snowy Village. 3 for AJL. We might see an armory. We see our bridge trolls. So they have skipped the armory entirely. They've gone straight for the bridge troll. I gained a potion with my armory. That goes on top of the deck, so I can buy Scrying Pool on this turn. And second cage. I do need to cage up the rest of the coppers and estates. It will get in the way of the Scrying Pool. I do not want that. There's so much value for getting thin here. Bridge Troll is immensely powerful. You just cannot have coppers and estates getting in the way of multiple Bridge Trolls on the table. Sycophant again gets up to 4. They go for their first Snowy Village. That goes on top of the deck. Armory is going to top deck another quarry for me here. 2 quarries is not bad, and I top deck it because I know the Snowy Village is here. I'll get price reduction and plus buy. I am attacked by AJL's Bridge Troll on this turn though. Maybe I'm a little behind. They are moving along with the Bridge Troll plan a little quicker than I am. They can buy a second one here, for example. Perhaps that is something they're interested in. I think this turn they spent quite a bit of time thinking about what to do here. The Snowy Villages are free, so are the Sycophants. Double Armory might be. I play double Armory Snowy Village, Bridge Troll, second Snowy Village. I'm not sure what they considered in this position here. Eventually, they go for a Sycophant, I think, and for another cage. The delay then, I think, was to determine what cards were left in the deck so that they could stick as many cards into the cage as possible. And they do well with the top deck of that cage. Okay, our cage gets to put 3 cards aside, not 4. It's good, but not as good as it could be. In total, we've put 7 cards aside now, so there's just 3 starting cards left that I do want to put on the cage. Don't want to have that sticking around. No money or 0 coin, but Sycophants cost 0 because of the quarry. I do take 1 purely for the favors, and I only want 1. It's a stop card. It is not going to help me find my armory, my scrying pool. Okay, here's the second cage for AJL, and they get a full cage there. 4 cards go down. They have to be happy about that, honestly. They tracked their deck, they tracked it well, and they have 2 full cages. We discard 1 quarry to find the other quarry, unfortunate. Armory here, I doubt I'll play the Sycophant. I choose to gain another Snowy Village. It gives me plus buy right now, while I don't have all the terminal space from the Snowy Village filled up. Plus buy might be useful combined with the couple coin reduction from the bridge troll. Once I have enough bridge trolls, I won't play the second Snowy Village for the extra buy. Obviously you play the bridge troll in that case. Bridge troll comes down for AJL. They can buy another. That was my first bridge troll. They do buy another bridge troll. First Snowy Village for me here, and I am gonna make a play. Bridge troll first, Armory second, top decker bridge troll. Second bridge troll goes into play. Great. And we'll use the Trapper's Lodge to top deck a scrying pool. I can get many Sycophants. Maybe I should get 1 more just for the favors. I opt not to. Just a 3rd cage for me to finally lock up the remaining starting cards. AJL finally goes for a potion. They top deck it, but that's late for them. Now you'll see the power of my scrying pool. Draws and draws deck. Well, almost. These Snowy Villages will get us there. Armory will allow us to put a 3rd bridge troll into play. I cage the Sycophant because really I don't want that junk in the deck. I want to see Scrying Pool. Sycophant prevents me from seeing Scrying Pool. Bridge trolls cost nothing because of the double quarries. Well, single quarry would do it here. And this is effectively game over. Trapper's Lodge so that I can top deck a Scrying Pool and a Bridge Troll, and we just empty the rest of the Bridge Trolls. That would put me on 8 Bridge Trolls, which with a top deck Scrying Pool, I'll probably be able to play all of next turn. AJL recognizes that and they resign. Cage doing work again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.